Hey there folks, today we're going to do a video on Chompie's 12 Jewish Slider Challenge. So the challenge originally was featured on Man vs. Food, I think it was season 3. It's about $60 now, the price has increased in the last few years. And every time I do one of these challenges, I try to learn as much as I can to sort of put toward the next challenge after that, so hopefully over time I can get a little bit better. For instance, you can see that I'm drinking Diet Pepsi. So I have a carbonated drink to help me burp and get a little bit of extra space in my stomach. That's something that I learned from the last 2 challenges that I've done. I also have water on the side there. But today's theme, if I had to choose a theme of the video and the challenge, is know before you go. So I didn't call ahead for the challenge, which definitely my fault. But I found out while doing the paperwork and signing a waiver before doing the challenge that it's no longer a free if you win challenge, so something that the professionals call pay to play. So even if you win the challenge, you still have to pay for the food, which is, I think, a little bit lame because this challenge is pretty difficult. But you know, they informed me beforehand, so totally fine. Something that I could have learned if I would have called ahead. So again, know before you go. That is why the video started so abruptly, and you kind of see that it's shaking as I'm putting my drinks down and putting my elbows on the table. They brought the food out and then just immediately started the time. So like they set the food down and said, all right, well, you have 20 minutes. I think it was like 10 after 1 or something like that, and they gave me 30 minutes from there. So you have 30 minutes to finish. But by the time that I set the camera up and started eating, make sure that I was in frame, that was like almost 2 minutes off my time. Then you see that I just picked up my phone and put my earbuds in to start my music, my playlist. This is already like roughly 5-7 minutes into the challenge. So something that I could have prepared for a little bit better. But next time, a little bit of communication on my part, calling ahead and then talking to the waiters beforehand would be enough to solve that. So doing pretty good here. 12 sliders. It looks like we have 5 left or 4.5 left. I'm working on the 5th one, and I think here in a second I'll start communicating with one of the waiters who looked at my drink.
Diet Pepsi? Diet Pepsi, please. Thanks, sir.
So I had like 2 waiter and a waitress asking about my drink, which was really nice. The staff was very friendly.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
And there, the server, I think his name was Bobby, that brought me a refill of my Diet Pepsi, said, "You're doing good." He was really impressed and kept walking by to see how I was doing throughout the whole thing. And a couple of the staff kept walking by and was watching me throughout. It wasn't very busy, so they came by and got involved, which was really fun. Manager came out a few times, once for the waiver, and then I think twice during the challenge, and really just gregarious and offering words of encouragement, which was really neat. I'm used to just doing this stuff kind of on my own, so having people involved was pretty good. On the topic of know before you go, I have something that the manager then told me.
Don't forget this is included in the place.
Right.
Don't forget this is included in the place.
Right.
So what he says, and then walks away laughing, he says, "Don't forget that this is included, the plate," which on the side, just off to the right of the frame, is 2 giant bowls of gravy, of 2 different types of gravy, like a brown gravy and more like an au jus, as well as some sort of horseradish sauce. I'm not really sure what that was. I didn't try it. But there's 3 different bowls, 2 bowls of gravy, and then 1 sauce that I didn't try. And in every video and show that I've seen of this challenge, those are not included in the challenge. But unfortunately, I didn't ask, and to be honest, I didn't really have time to ask. So because they sort of just dropped the plate, said you have 30 minutes starting now, go, and so then I just went. So again, know before you go, something that I could have asked beforehand. But you'll see I've slowed down quite a bit here, and I would say that maybe about the time that there was 4 sliders left, I had a feeling that I wasn't going to make the 30-minute time limit. Just a ton of food, flavor exhaustion hit. Somewhere around 6 sliders left, maybe 7 sliders left. And right about the time where there's 5 left, I really started slowing down just due to stomach capacity. And I think the last thing that I'll say as far as the know before you go theme is I learned today that the hollow rolls, when you combine them with water, expand. So right now as I'm recording this, I can feel my stomach expanding under my lowest rib. So not comfortable. Gave it a shot, but we did end up falling short.
We can one picture for you. I need to post the Facebook channel.
Sure.
Thank you.
Thanks, mate.
So gave it a good effort. Ended up with 2 sliders left and then about half of the onion strings. But thanks for watching. Learned a bunch. I'll give you a nice shot of the final plate here.